Back at you. Another In My Eyes. This one's going to be hard to take for some people, but it's the way it is. Alright, it's competition time. A lot of people are prepping for shows. Just finished prepping for shows. So I'm going to give my little 2 cents on the way I see some things involved with the prep and post-show. First, I want to talk about post-show stuff. Guys and girls too, I guess. After a show, they all talk about their placing, whether or not they're happy with it or not, the amount of weight they gain after a show. Well, the placing, you know, you don't agree with the judges. That's the whole point of getting up on stage, is so you can be judged against other people. So if you don't like that part of it, don't get on stage. If you don't agree with your placing, well, you know, I'd say the best advice I could give, and speaking from experience, is wait till you get all your pictures back. Don't go shooting off at the mouth. I know you tried really hard, you might not have placed where you want it to be, you see other people and you think you look better, but wait till you get pictures and you can actually see yourself in comparison to the other people, because they tried just as hard, whether you care to believe that or not. And sometimes, you know, because you tried so hard, you have a misconception on your personal image. I mean, you probably do anyways, because you're involved in this sport. So most people involved in this sport are a little insecure or overconfident. You know, we tend to have some perception issues. Not everybody, but for the most part, a lot of people do. So, you know, wait till you get your pictures back, see some video, and even then, pictures aren't the best judge. I mean, you can see pictures and be like, oh, well, this guy looks better here, but you know what? The photographer doesn't have the control over everybody's pose. You know, you could be mid-pose, this guy could be just starting to hit it, this guy could be right on. So, you know, it's going to look different. I mean, not everyone's going to... The comparisons aren't always the best. The best thing you could have, you'd think, then would be video. Well, it's a little better, but it doesn't actually show the quality, I guess, as well as being there. You know, the judges do have the best seats in the house. I think their opinion is the one you should go with. They're not, you know, they're not there to make friends, or, you know, they're there to give the honest opinion, and most of them don't know any of the competitors personally. They don't have anything to gain or lose by placing you higher or lower. They're just doing a fair job. I mean, you know, it's not like they're getting paid at these provincial level shows or state level shows. It's a lot of them are volunteers, so they're out there with the goodness of their heart, doing the best job they can do, and they're adamant about the sport. That's why they're there. So I think put faith in what they have to say, because, you know, if you plan on going further and pursuing the sport, well, your fate's in their hands. So listen to them, learn from them, and you know, try to keep a positive attitude about the whole placing and judging thing after a show. That'd be about that. Another thing, guys and girls after a show always talk about how much weight they gain and how much fuller they look and blah blah blah. And it's not a smart way to look at it. It's not good that you gain that much weight. First of all, you're putting your body through all kinds of stress the last couple weeks for the show, dehydration and everything, and then the week after the show you go pig out and you gain 20-30 pounds. Well, that's even more stressful on your body than the last 2 weeks of getting ready for the show is. So, you know, you're just you're hurting yourself. My best advice would be just reverse your diet slowly, go back to a normal diet, and don't look at it as that weight gain as a good thing, because realistically, you know, you gain 30 pounds in 2 weeks. Well, if you got back on your diet and get ready for a show, you would be no further ahead. It's not muscle you're gaining, it's just water and fluid and maybe carbs that you're full again. which is actually water because it's pulling the water into the muscle, the carbs. So, you know, it's not like you gain muscle, so don't, you know, I don't know, get off your high horse talking about you gained 30 pounds. Whatever. It's not impressive to me, and it's not impressive to anybody who knows anything about the sport, so save it. Some other things that bother me. Here's one. Pictures. Everybody seems to be posting pictures and fan pages, man. I thought that was something, well, when I was younger, there was no real internet or Facebook or anything. But even still, I always felt like it was a rite of passage. You got to earn that. It's not something you just, you know. It seems like every local average Joe has a fan page, or, you know, I understand self-publicity, but you're kind of, you're wearing out your welcome before you even get in the door, almost. It's cool to promote yourself, but there's a way to do it, and I don't think a lot of people really grasp that yet. Yeah, just a little too much, I think. Everybody and their dog has a fan page now, or just, you know, it's not that special if you're not that special. So if you see that your likes aren't going up very high very quick, well, there might be a reason. Maybe focus more on your physique and achieving a certain level. Then maybe, you know, things will start to happen. But another thing, pictures. People posting pictures saying, "Oh, I feel." They'll post a picture and then they'll say, "Flat, no carbs." Why'd you post it if you're not happy about it? Obviously, you thought you looked good enough in the picture to put it up on Facebook, or you wouldn't have put it up. You know, if you're flat, whatever, you look dry. That's why you put it up, and you thought you looked good. So don't post below it flat, this and that, because really you're not going to look any better. If you were full, then you're going to be like, oh, full and bloated. You know, you always got an excuse. That's annoying. Just post a picture. If you wish, put your weight, but you don't have to put all that other descriptive stuff, bloated this. You're posting a picture, people can see. They're going to have, you know, they'll be able to tell. You know, stuff like that bothers me. Maybe it's because I'm on low carbs and a lot of things bother me right now, but it's the way it is. What else could I talk about? Oh, another thing. For people out there getting ready to do a show, close to it, that are worried about weight, that's the dumbest thing you can do, is worry about your weight. You know, once you start your diet, the gain and weight process is over. Now you're on a restricted caloric intake. You're taking in less calories than you're burning. So you're not gaining muscle. What you're doing now is trying to strip away the fat so you can show all the hard work you did in the off season, the muscle you built. So the best thing to do is let it happen. Strip off the muscle. Strip off the fat, show the muscle. Don't worry about what the scale says. Who cares? There's no scale on stage. There's no weights on stage. It doesn't matter how strong you are. It doesn't matter how much you weigh. There's no measurement tapes on stage. So, you know, use the mirror as your judgment. Come in as hard and as peeled as you can, and that's your best judgment. Everybody, I find, pro level a lot too. As I'm getting ready for this show, people are so concerned about their weight, but definitely at the amateur level is this weight thing. Who cares? Guys worried about making weight class. They want to be at the top of this weight class. Who cares? Come in looking your best. Personal experience, it works out better that way. Don't worry about hitting a weight. Just come in as dry and as hard as you can, and most of the time when you think you're ready, you get another, I'd say 6 to 10 pounds to lose. That's safe to say. Most guys with experience would agree with me. When you think you're ready, you get another 6 to 10 pounds to go before you're, you know, your best. And that was definitely evident at one of the provincial shows I just went and watched. So, you know, different outcomes, man. The placing, it can bring you anywhere from 4th to 1st place, just conditioning alone. So it's something that's overlooked a little too much, and you know, it's not something I'm going to make the mistake with. That's my strength, and I'll always bring that to the table. That's it for In My Eyes. You know, kind of dumb right now. 4.5 weeks out, New York Pro, so tired a lot, and I'm sure I'll come up with some more things. I know I wrote things down, and this one might have been a little scatterbrained, but as the show gets closer, I'll have some more things to talk about for sure. A lot of things been bugging me in the gym, but I'll try to think of some positive things, you know, some tips, or as I get closer to the show, I'll have some more insight to contest prep and stuff like that. So, practice your posing, very important. That can also take you from down a couple of placings, you know, from 3rd to 1st or 1st to 3rd if you don't know how to pose. A lot of guys have the muscle and have the physique, but they just don't know how to show it properly, and it bothers me when I'm sitting in the crowd and I know, just in the relaxed pose, what the guy could look like if he hit the pose properly, and then he hits the pose and you're like, you know, you shake your head. I get mad. I really do. I get mad. So posing is very important, and the judges will tell you that as well. So, all right, see you next time.